A young monk was walking in the forest one day when he came across a man who was chopping down a tree. The man looked angry and frustrated, and he was cursing loudly as he swung his axe. The young monk approached the man and said, "Excuse me, sir, but why are you cutting down this tree?" The man glared at the monk and said, "What do you care? This is none of your business. Go away and leave me alone." The young monk said, "But sir, this tree is part of the forest, and the forest is part of nature, and nature is part of the Buddha. By harming this tree, you are harming yourself and all living beings." The man laughed mockingly and said, "You are a fool. You don't know anything about the world. This tree is just a piece of wood that I need for my fire. The forest is just a bunch of trees that I can use as I please. Nature is just a resource that I can exploit for my benefit. And the Buddha is just a myth that you believe in to make yourself feel better. Now get out of my way before I chop you down too." The young monk felt hurt and angry by the man's words, but he remembered his training and tried to calm himself. He said, "Sir, please don't be so rude. I am only trying to help you. You are making yourself unhappy by being so angry and violent. You are creating bad karma for yourself by harming others. You are missing the true meaning of life by being so greedy and selfish. Please let me show you a better way." The man snorted and said, "You are wasting your time. You can't help me. You can't teach me anything. You can't show me anything. You are just a naive and ignorant monk who lives in a fantasy world. Now go away and let me do my work." The young monk felt sad and hopeless by the man's attitude, but he remembered his compassion and tried to smile. He said, "Sir, I am sorry that you feel this way. I don't want to bother you anymore. I will leave you alone now. But before I go, I want to give you a gift. Please accept this flower as a token of my friendship and goodwill." The young monk picked a wildflower from the ground and offered it to the man. The man looked at the flower and said, "What is this? A flower? What do I need a flower for? This is useless to me. This is garbage." He threw the flower on the ground and stomped on it. The young monk felt shocked and hurt by the man's action, but he remembered his patience and tried to be polite. He said, "Sir, I am sorry that you don't like my gift. I didn't mean to offend you. I only wanted to share something beautiful with you. But if you don't want it, that's fine. I will take it back." The young monk bent down to pick up the flower from the ground. The man saw this and said, "What are you doing? Are you crazy? Why are you picking up that dirty flower? It's worthless, it's dead. Leave it alone." The young monk said, "Sir, this flower is not worthless. It's not dead. It's still alive. It still has beauty and fragrance. It still has value and meaning. It still has Buddha nature." The man said, "You are talking nonsense. There is no such thing as Buddha nature. There is no such thing as beauty or fragrance or value or meaning in this world. There is only wood and fire and money and power in this world, and this flower has none of those things." The young monk said, "Sir, you are mistaken. There is more to this world than wood and fire and money and power. There is also love and joy and peace and wisdom in this world, and this flower has all of those things." The man said, "You are deluded. There is no such thing as love or joy or peace or wisdom in this world. There is only hate and sorrow and war and ignorance in this world, and this flower has none of those things." The young monk said, "Sir, you are blind. You can't see the truth because you are too attached to your own views and opinions. You can't hear the truth because you are too distracted by your own noise and chatter. You can't feel the truth because you are too numb by your own pain and suffering." The man said, "You are arrogant. You think you know the truth because you follow some rules and rituals that someone else made up for you. You think you hear the truth because you listen to some words and sounds that someone else told you to listen to. You think you feel the truth because you experience some sensations and emotions that someone else taught you to feel." The young monk said, "Sir, you are wrong. I don't know the truth because I follow some rules and rituals. I know the truth because I see it with my own eyes. I don't hear the truth because I listen to some words and sounds. I hear the truth because I hear it with my own ears. I don't feel the truth because I experience some sensations and emotions. I feel the truth because I feel it with my own heart." The man said, "You are lying. You can't see the truth with your own eyes. You can only see what you want to see. You can't hear the truth with your own ears. You can only hear what you want to hear. You can't feel the truth with your own heart. You can only feel what you want to feel. The young monk said, "Sir, you are confused. You don't know what you want to see or hear or feel. You don't know what you want at all. You are lost and unhappy and angry and violent and greedy and selfish and ignorant and foolish. You are an idiot." The man said, "What did you say? Did you just call me an idiot? How dare you? Who do you think you are? You are nothing but a stupid and worthless and useless and pathetic and cowardly and hypocritical and dishonest and ungrateful and disrespectful and insolent and impudent and impertinent and rude and obnoxious and annoying and irritating and aggravating and infuriating monk. You are an idiot." The young monk said, "Sir, I am sorry that you are so angry. I didn't mean to insult you. I only wanted to help you, but I see that you don't want my help. You don't want anything from me. You don't want anything from anyone. You don't want anything at all." The man said, "That's right. I don't want anything from you. I don't want anything from anyone. I don't want anything at all. I am fine by myself. I don't need anyone or anything in my life. I am happy by myself." The young monk said, "Sir, are you really happy by yourself? Are you really fine by yourself? Are you really satisfied with your life?" The man said, "Of course I am happy by myself. Of course I am fine by myself. Of course I am satisfied with my life. Why wouldn't I be?" The young monk said, "Sir, if you are really happy by yourself, why are you so angry all the time? If you are really fine by yourself, why are you so frustrated all the time? If you are really satisfied with your life, why are you so restless all the time?" The man said, "I am not angry or frustrated or restless all the time. That's just how I am sometimes. That's normal." The young monk said, "Sir, that's not normal. That's not healthy. That's not natural. That's not human." The man said, "What do you know about normal or healthy or natural or human? You are not normal or healthy or natural or human yourself. You are a weirdo who lives in a monastery and wears a robe and shaves your head and meditates all day long. You are a freak who has no friends or family or hobbies or interests or passions or goals or dreams or ambitions or desires or hopes or fears or joys or sorrows or loves or hates in your life. You are a robot who has no personality or character or individuality or identity or uniqueness or originality or creativity or spontaneity or humor or fun in your life." The young monk said, "Sir, that's not true. That's not fair. That's not kind." The man said, "I don't care about true or fair or kind. I don't care about anything." The young monk said, "Sir, how can you say that? How can you live like that? How can you be like that?" The man said, "I can say that because it's true. I can live like that because it's easy. I can be like that because it's me." The young monk said, "Sir, that's not true. That's not easy. That's not you." The man said, "Yes, it is." The young monk said, "No, it isn't." The man said, "Yes, it is." The young monk said, "No, it isn't." They went on like this for a while. Meanwhile, a master Zen monk was passing by the forest on his way to visit a nearby village. He heard the noise of the argument between the young monk and the man. He decided to check it out. He arrived at the scene and saw the young monk and the man standing face to face, shouting at each other. He observed them for a moment. Then he walked up to them. He tapped them on their shoulders. They turned around. They saw him and recognized him as the master Zen monk. They were surprised and curious. The master Zen monk smiled and said, "Hello, my friends. What are you doing here?" The young monk bowed and said, "Master, I am sorry to disturb you. I was just trying to help this man, but he doesn't want my help. He is very rude and stubborn and ignorant. He is an idiot." The man said, "Master, I don't know who you are, but you should mind your own business. I don't need your help or his help. He is the one who is rude and stubborn and ignorant. He is an idiot." The master Zen monk said, "I see. You both think that the other person is an idiot. and you both think that you are right and the other person is wrong, and you both think that you are better and the other person is worse. Is that correct? The young monk and the man nodded. The master Zen monk said, "Well then, let me ask you a question. How do you know that the other person is an idiot?" The young monk said, "Master, I know that he is an idiot because he doesn't understand anything about the Buddha or the Dharma or the Sangha. He doesn't respect anything or anyone. He doesn't care about anything or anyone. He doesn't listen to anything or anyone. He only thinks about himself and his own needs and wants. He is an idiot." The man said, "Master, I know that he is an idiot because he doesn't understand anything about the world or the reality or the truth. He doesn't appreciate anything or anyone. He doesn't enjoy anything or anyone. He doesn't do anything or anyone. He only follows some rules and rituals that someone else made up for him. He is an idiot." The master Zen monk said, "I see. You both have your own reasons for calling the other person an idiot, and you both have your own criteria for judging the other person's intelligence, and you both have your own standards for measuring the other person's worth. Is that correct?" The young monk and the man nodded. The master Zen monk said, "Well, then, let me ask you another question. How do you know that you are not an idiot?" The young monk said, "Master, I know that I am not an idiot because I have studied the teachings of the Buddha and practiced the path of the Dharma and joined the community of the Sangha. I have learned a lot of things and experienced a lot of things and realized a lot of things. I have developed a lot of qualities and skills and abilities. I am not an idiot." The man said, "Master, I know that I am not an idiot because I have worked hard in the world and achieved a lot of things and gained a lot of things. I have earned a lot of money and power and respect. I have acquired a lot of resources and tools and options. I am not an idiot." The master Zen monk said, "I see. You both have your own reasons for claiming that you are not an idiot, and you both have your own criteria for proving your own intelligence, and you both have your own standards for demonstrating your own worth. Is that correct?" The young monk and the man nodded. The master Zen monk said, "Well then, let me tell you something. You are both idiots." The young monk and the man were shocked and offended. They said in unison, "What? How can you say that? How can you call us idiots? Who do you think you are?" The master Zen monk said, "I can say that because it's true. I can call you idiots because you are idiots, and I think I am someone who knows what an idiot is." The young monk and the man said in unison, "How do you know what an idiot is? How do you define an idiot? How do you identify an idiot?" The master Zen monk said, "An idiot is someone who thinks that he knows everything when he knows nothing. An idiot is someone who thinks that he is right when he is wrong. An idiot is someone who thinks that he is better when he is worse." The young monk and the man said in unison, "But we don't think that we know everything, or that we are right, or that we are better." The master Zen monk said, "Yes, you do. You think that you know everything about yourself and the other person and the situation and the problem and the solution. You think that you are right about your views and opinions and beliefs and values and goals and actions. You think that you are better than the other person in every way possible." The young monk and the man said in unison, "But we don't think that we know everything, or that we are right, or that we are better." The master Zen monk said, "Yes, you do." He continued, "You are both idiots because you are both ignorant. You are ignorant of the true nature of yourself and the other person and the situation and the problem and the solution. You are ignorant of the true nature of the Buddha and the Dharma and the Sangha. You are ignorant of the true nature of the world and the reality and the truth." The young monk and the man said in unison, "But we are not ignorant. We have learned a lot and achieved a lot and realized a lot." The master Zen monk said, "No, you haven't. You have only learned a lot of concepts and words and ideas that you have memorized and repeated without understanding or questioning or applying. You have only achieved a lot of things and gained a lot of things that you have accumulated and hoarded without sharing or using or enjoying. You have only realized a lot of things and experienced a lot of things that you have imagined and fabricated without verifying or testing or challenging." The young monk and the man said in unison, "But we are not ignorant. We have learned a lot and achieved a lot and realized a lot. The Master Zen monk said, "No, you haven't." He continued, "You are both idiots because you are both arrogant. You are arrogant of your own knowledge and intelligence and worth. You are arrogant of your own views and opinions and beliefs and values and goals and actions. You are arrogant of your own achievements and gains and realizations and experiences." The young monk and the man said in unison, "But we are not arrogant. We are humble and modest and respectful." The Master Zen monk said, "No, you are not. You are only humble and modest and respectful when it suits you or when it benefits you or when it impresses others. You are only humble and modest and respectful to those who agree with you or praise you or support you. You are only humble and modest and respectful to those who are higher than you or stronger than you or richer than you." The young monk and the man said in unison, "But we are not arrogant. We are humble and modest and respectful." The Master Zen monk said, "No, you are not." He continued, "You are both idiots because you are both deluded. You are deluded by your own ignorance and arrogance. You are deluded by your own attachments and aversions. You are deluded by your own illusions and fantasies. You are deluded by your own ego and self." The young monk and the man said in unison, "But we are not deluded. We are clear and aware and awake." The Master Zen monk said, "No, you are not. You are only clear and aware and awake when it is convenient for you or when it is comfortable for you or when it is pleasant for you. You are only clear and aware and awake to what you like or what you want or what you expect. You are only clear and aware and awake to what confirms your views or opinions or beliefs or values or goals or actions." The young monk and the man said in unison, "But we are not deluded. We are clear and aware and awake." The Master Zen monk said, "No, you are not." He continued, "You are both idiots because you are both unhappy. You are unhappy because of your ignorance and arrogance and delusion. You are unhappy because of your suffering and dissatisfaction and discontentment. You are unhappy because of your anger and frustration and resentment. You are unhappy because of your greed and selfishness and ignorance." The young monk and the man said in unison, "But we are not unhappy. We are happy and contented and peaceful." The Master Zen monk said, "No, you are not. You are only happy and contented and peaceful when things go your way, or when things work out for you, or when things happen as you planned. You are only happy and contented and peaceful with what you have or what you get or what you achieve. You are only happy and contented and peaceful with yourself, or with those who like you, or with those who agree with you." The young monk and the man said in unison, "But we are not unhappy. We are happy and contented and peaceful." The Master Zen monk said, "No, you are not." He continued, "You are both idiots, because you are both ignorant and arrogant and deluded and unhappy. And you are both ignorant and arrogant and deluded and unhappy, because you are both idiots. It's a vicious cycle that feeds on itself. And unless you break this cycle, you will remain idiots forever." He continued, "But there is a way to break this cycle. There is a way to stop being idiots. There is a way to become wise and compassionate and enlightened and happy, and that way is the way of Zen." The young monk and the man said in unison, "What is the way of Zen?" The Master Zen monk said, "The way of Zen is the way of seeing things as they are, not as you think they are. The way of Zen is the way of hearing things as they are, not as you want them to be. The way of Zen is the way of feeling things as they are, not as you expect them to feel." The young monk and the man said in unison, "How do we see things as they are? How do we hear things as they are? How do we feel things as they are?" The Master Zen monk said, "You see things as they are by opening your eyes and looking at them without judgment or bias or prejudice. You hear things as they are by opening your ears and listening to them, without attachment or aversion or distraction. You feel things as they are by opening your heart and feeling them without fear or anger or greed." The young monk and the man said in unison, "But how do we open our ears and heart? How do we overcome our judgment and bias and prejudice? How do we overcome our attachment and aversion and distraction? How do we overcome our fear and anger and greed?" The Master Zen monk said, You open your eyes and ears and heart by closing your mouth and mind. You overcome your judgment and bias and prejudice by letting go of your views and opinions and beliefs and values and goals and actions. You overcome your attachment and aversion and distraction by letting go of your things and gains and achievements and experiences. You overcome your fear and anger and greed by letting go of your ego and self. The young monk and the man said in unison, "But how do we close our mouth and mind? How do we let go of our views and opinions and beliefs and values and goals and actions? How do we let go of our things and gains and achievements and experiences? How do we let go of our ego and self?" The master Zen monk said, "You close your mouth and mind by being silent and still. You let go of your views and opinions and beliefs and values and goals and actions by being open and flexible. You let go of your things and gains and achievements and experiences by being generous and grateful. You let go of your ego and self by being humble and compassionate." He continued, "This is the way of Zen. This is the way of wisdom and compassion and enlightenment and happiness. This is the way of being free from ignorance and arrogance and delusion and unhappiness. This is the way of being free from being idiots." The young monk and the man were silent and still. They opened their eyes and ears and heart. They closed their mouth and mind. They let go of their views and opinions and beliefs and values and goals and actions. They let go of their things and gains and achievements and experiences. They let go of their ego and self. They saw things as they are. They heard things as they are. They felt things as they are. They saw the master Zen monk as a friend and a teacher and a guide and a helper. They saw each other as brothers and equals and partners and companions. They saw themselves as learners and seekers and explorers and discoverers. They heard the sound of the wind in the trees, the birds in the sky, the water in the stream, the fire in the wood, the breath in their lungs, the beat in their hearts. They felt the warmth of the sun on their skin, the coolness of the shade on their face, the softness of the grass on their feet, the hardness of the earth on their back, the lightness of the air on their hair, the emptiness of space on their mind. They felt a sense of peace and joy and love and gratitude. They smiled at each other. They bowed to each other. They bowed to the master Zen monk. The master Zen monk smiled at them. He bowed to them. He said, "Congratulations, my friends. You have just learned how to deal with idiots."